Yo, everybody was up and welcome back to another episode of the APF podcast. Episode 156 is the most phenomenal man that shocked the system, aka the coach.
It's your boy going forward. We're back at it again. Like you said, new episodes. It's been a while since we've done some new episodes. Life has gotten in the way, but we're back at it. We're getting close to the season, man. Season starts in a couple of months, or maybe a month.
It's like October.
Yeah, so in 2 months, we got the schedules, we got the Christmas Day schedules, and so we're gonna have a nice, fun show here for you guys today.
So let's start off with the Sixers and Knicks. Who's gonna be taking that game?
I mean, we fucking know it's gonna be the Sixers. The fuck, man.
I mean, we say that, but then the Knicks can just come out of nowhere and then just destroy them.
Bro, I mean,
I'm picking the Sixers, but I wouldn't be surprised if the surprising win out of the whole Christmas Day schedule would be the Knicks.
Yeah, it just doesn't really make they have two teams that make the playoffs on there, and I just don't know why they're here. It just doesn't make sense. Their team that didn't make the playoffs, they were trash. They got Jalen Brunson, so we get to see Jalen Brunson on national television. But by then, we'll see what they are. But I'm not really interested in the game. I mean, yeah, you may want to watch Joel Embiid, James Harden, but I think that's the least watched game because the Knicks aren't good. So I just don't know who want to watch teams like that.
Yeah, that'll be probably the least viewed Christmas Day game out of every other game. So every other game on here has
don't be surprised if it's probably the most watched. I wouldn't be surprised, but in terms of I think real watchability is not really.
Yeah. Then there's the Lakers and Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good game. That's a really good game. Lakers, Mavericks, Luka, LeBron, all that star power. By this time, 20 plus games or so, we're gonna see what these teams are really all about, as well as how good the Lakers are with Westbrook and how has the Luka and Spencer Dinwiddie pairing gone. Is it going to be as good or better than Brunson? So it's going to be an interesting game. It's a star power game, so that's why it's probably up there with going to be one of the most watched ones, probably second or third.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I'd say this is gonna be like top three, obviously, because you got LeBron in there, who always makes ratings sky high whenever he plays, and now interesting to see what's gonna happen with a Jalen Brunson-less Mavericks when Luka is now full control, and now he doesn't have another guard that can actually really create for himself and do what Luka does, but on a different scale and help him out. It's going to be real interesting to see what happens when we're 2 months into the season. So, and then there's the Bucks and Celtics.
Oh yeah. I mean
those two teams it's gonna be a dogfight. That's gonna be a dogfight for sure.
Yeah. I'm on CBS News and they're ranking from least to most intriguing, and they have that Bucks Celtics game number one. I don't think that's number one. I think the next game we'll talk about is probably number one. But I mean, this is a big time. This is a big game. 7-game series last year. Epicness from Giannis, especially with no Middleton. Remember, if they have Middleton, I think they make the finals. But this is going to be a fun game. You've got they have what's his name? Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon is here.
Oh yeah,
and the reason why these games are really going to be so intriguing because this is probably going to be. I don't know if this is going to be their first meeting of this season, but this is going to be if it is, it's going to be really big for both teams. 20, 25 games this season. Both teams probably going to be maybe both teams have won about 12 to 15 games already. Depending on when these games are, maybe more like 15 to 18. So these are going to probably be the top two teams in the conference, and it's going to be an exciting matchup. And we're going to see can the Celtics beat a fully healthy Bucks team in the regular season, uh, nonetheless, but a fully healthy team because they barely beat this team without Middleton. I mean, but we will see.
Yeah, just imagine if Middleton was on there. Yeah, he would. Made the difference. Yeah, and that's the thing. The Bucks have like two like really high level players, and the Celtics were still struggling with just facing one. Imagine they had two. Now that would be some real trouble because you have to worry about Middleton's shooting ability and his ability to get to the rim and just basically create open space for him to shoot the ball. And then you got to worry about Giannis's over towering inside the ability to finish around the rim. Now with that on the court, with just two, there's not many people and there's not many like duos in the league in history that have had the kind of ability that those two have that have actually succeeded. And the only two people I know is Shaq and Kobe. Shaq had the inside dominance, and Kobe just had this crafty outside game. So, and I think they beat they beat the Sixers 4-1.
Yes, the Sixers lost to the Celtics, I believe 4-1. Was the Celtics?
No, I mean the Sixers lost to the Lakers in the finals 4-1.
Oh, when was this? 2001. Yes.
Yeah, that when he was like going when he was had these stupid he was on their stupid run, going like 16-1, destroying every team in their conference.
They did.
So I say I think if Middleton is there, the Bucks are going to win. If they're not there, the Celtics are going to win.
Yeah, well, Middleton obviously will probably start next season, so they'll be there. But it's so hard to kind of see how the teams are without watching the first 20 games. But I mean, these teams most likely are going to be like 15.
They could be some playoff matchups here, though. That's also great, interesting. Then these could be.
I mean, we can also look at some of these teams. Their full schedules out and see how many games we think they're going to be winning, and stuff like that. So we'll see. But I think these last two games are probably the most intriguing ones. I would just have them, the other one 1, this one 2, because the other one's got way more fireworks in it.
The Grizzlies and Warriors.
Oh yeah, I mean this is the best rivalry in all of the NBA. Okay, and all it took was 6 games because you had Dylan Brooks talking crazy, smacking somebody upside out of the air. You had Draymond Green talking all kinds of smack. You had
we know Draymond's gonna talk his shit. We know that's gonna happen.
Yeah, but them dudes on the other team be talking too. You got like Dylan Brooks said, it's like they're starting a legacy even though they haven't won anything. Like saying all kinds of stupid stuff.
They gotta chill on that one. They gotta chill on that.
That's just Dylan Brooks saying that nonsense.
Of course it's him.
Like that.
Of course it's the one guy that doesn't do anything that says this. That says that nonsense.
I mean, I'll give him this, man. He's actually a decently not decent, I'm sorry. He's a high level defensive player. Like that's an all NBA defender, in this era. Really physical, about as physical as you can get in today's NBA. With the way the rules are now, he's probably the most physical. I would like him on my team. He's a decent offensive player. He really likes to do like that two-step gather and throws elbows up for the most part. Not a great shooter, but decent enough to be a threat. So I like him for their team. They don't have D'Anthony Melton. He went to the Sixers. So that's somewhat of a key. I think Tyus Jones is also gone. I'm not sure.
Do they still have Desmond Bane?
Desmond Bane's there. I mean, he's going to get a rookie extension whenever it comes up because
he has to. He was going crazy.
Yeah, before the injury, he was really good. Especially not without him in that Minnesota series, they will have lost that series because they were both teams kind of giving away that series, that first round series. But Draymond said he wanted the Grizzlies. John Moran said he wanted the Warriors. So they both got each other. I mean, you had to make that. You had to make that game on Christmas Day, man.
Yeah, because it's gonna get spicy. It's gonna get spicy on the one day of giving.
Yeah, it is, and it's gonna be a fun, thing to do. But I just hope that that game is good. We'll see how both teams are. The Warriors are going to be a totally different team this year. No Otto Porter, no Damian Lee, no Gary Payton II. Those, Payton II and Otto Porter are the most important ones, obviously, that they lost because you had Payton, who was like their second really good defender, like with Wiggins. So that they got Dante DiVincenzo, who's kind of the same player, probably not the athlete of Peyton, and as well as not the playmaker. Like Peyton was legitimately like a big man in a really small body with his ability to go up, dunk, get putbacks and all that thing. So they'll lose that kind of ability. But I think DiVincenzo will help recover some of that and help Wiggins as well. He's probably going to take Gary Payton's minutes, so that'll be interesting to see. And on the Grizzlies side, you got Jaren Jackson, you got all their guys. They're still a very good team. They've got Brandon Clark come off the bench, who I think could be a starter on some other teams if they really don't need shooting. Because he's not really a shooter. He's more of a putback guy. That's why he's really going to Grizzlies, because he can just come off the bench, do some putback dunks, get rebounds, be a lob threat, stuff like that. So
yeah, he's more of an opportunist player.
Yeah, that's what he is. He's not a guy, who's going to be per se a dominant, very aggressive scorer. He's got, he's very limited in his moves in the post. Obviously, he can't really shoot, so that's why he's primarily that lob threat I was saying. But this is, to me, the most intriguing game because this game has the most storylines, the most outside beef. Yeah, Klay Thompson calling Jaren Jackson Jr. a bum because Jaren Jackson Jr. be talking too much. Or no, I'm sorry, Jaren Jackson Jr. early in the season mocked one of their sayings, strength in numbers. So he called him a bum. In the finals post game, you can go watch the post game. Yeah, he called him a bum, bum ass. So
I mean, he got the right. He got He got 4 rings. He's been doing it all, and he's been one of the reasons why they have those 4 rings. So he has the right to call you a bum.
He called him a bum. And then don't forget when Jordan Poole hurt John Moran, tweeted against the code or whatever because he was kind of mad or whatever. So Jordan Poole didn't hurt him.
Okay,
I mean,
that was his fault. We all know that's his fault. He's just in his feelings.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks truly broke the code. The NBA, I watched that video and the NBA really tried to remove people flying through the air and hitting people flying through the air or vice versa because that was not what you wanted your NBA to be. And if the Celtics, Celtics versus Lakers, Celtics versus Pistons, Celtics versus other teams were really, really overly aggressive. They're not playing defense, just completely just swinging your arms to hit somebody, not even playing basketball. That's why I always told people say, "Oh, the 80s are the best." I'm like, no, they're not the best. Back then, people were getting hurt, punched.
You have the bad boy Pistons just literally throwing everybody around like rag dolls.
Yeah, and even the Celtics did to the Lakers. There's the video of what's his face? I think it's Robert Parrish literally swinging at Bill Laimbeer and getting a 1-game suspension. Yeah, but that was the kind of stuff they did back then. They didn't play basketball at all. It's in that era. That's why I always say I think old basketball, the way basketball was played back then, is horrible because the NBA allowed them to get more and more physical for about 25 years. They were able to be like that kind of Dylan Brooks physical. And then when the Lakers lost in 5 games to the Pistons, they were like, oh yeah, we need to stop letting them be like that physically imposing. So they changed rules. So yeah, I mean, it's that's why when he said, you broke the code, that's because the code of today is not that. You can't be that physical. You can't be swinging your arms, hurting people in midair. That's just not what people do anymore. I still think they should allow them to play some defense. I mean, shit,
I mean,
you
yeah.
you've seen dudes literally put their hands behind their backs so they don't get like that whole Chris Paul rip through nonsense.
Yeah, actually, I seen it at the playing pickup like a couple weeks ago. I seen one guy was playing with his hands behind his back. I was like, we're playing pickup, bro. There's no reason for you to put your hands behind your back. I was sitting there watching the game. I was like, what is this? Ain't nobody even calling anything. You're pulling a LeBron, putting your hands behind your back because every time you touch is a foul. I mean, it's understandable, but there's no reason to do that.
Yeah. Like I think in today's basketball, just going in a little tangent, I really think they should basically outlaw that rip through move almost. And if it's like, because if you put your hand here, the offense player is initiating contact. That should be an offense foul, and they should call that and eliminate that out of the NBA. I hate that rule.
Yeah, everybody does it. Everybody, you even see him playing 1v1. People will literally use their offhand to wrap around your arm and stop your progression.
Yeah, they'll hook you and be like, "Oh, you fouled me." Like that's why people can't really play that great of a defense. Like if there's no every time there's a hook, that's probably because the offensive player pretty much created the hook. Like no defense player is trying to get their hands hooked, obviously. So I think emphasis should be that those two should be called more. Like Chris Paul does that all the time. Like every NBA player does it all the time. Like no, we need to eliminate that. You need to be able to get past your guy without and not get cheap fouls. Like those are cheap fouls, man, and I really don't like it. I really, really don't like it.
For me, I don't do no hook because my play style is completely different. I don't need a hook to score. I don't need a hook at all.
I mean, they've made it easy for these guys to manipulate the rules. Like there's a reason why they do it all the time because it's just the easiest and fastest way to get points is that. And I found something out before that back in the day, if you miss a free throw and you put it back, it counts as 1 point.
But now it counts as 2.
Yeah, they just got rid of it eventually. Never even knew that was a thing until I watched this 29-minute video from Thinking Basketball. I advise people to go watch it, where he discusses some of how the NBA has made offensive easier, and he gets to discussing how restrictive the NBA used to be in terms of you couldn't really do the Euro step. You really couldn't do the gather 2-step because the gather didn't exist in basketball as a rule. If offensive foul, some of these fouls now flying to somebody's face, those are completely offensive fouls. Sometimes they call them now, sometimes they don't. I think that should always be an offensive foul because most of the time the dude's jumping straight up and the guy just flies into me. That's offensive foul. He literally created the contact. So I advise you to go watch that video from him. It's 29 minutes. You'll enjoy it. You get to see how different the game is today in terms of dribbling, manipulation of the rules. The reason why James Harden's step back was allowed is because they put the gather was allowed, even though he was doing it for years when there was no gather. And people are like, why aren't you calling this a travel? And then they actually put in the rule book. So when you gather, even if you step back and if you step back and gather, you can actually step back again and then shoot. That's why he's able to do all those crazy 3-pointers he was doing. So I think that was interesting. But yeah, I mean that's the NBA schedule for Christmas Day. If you want to look at some of the more individual teams,
there's the Suns and Nuggets too. Yeah.
Oh well, what I mean. I'm happy for Jokic. Jokic gets to be on national television, which is good, and
with Jamal Murray.
Hopefully, Jamal Murray is there and Michael Porter Jr. I mean, that's all.
That's what I was saying earlier about who was about but the Bucks and Celtics. Hopefully, Middleton will be available to help out Giannis, so he doesn't have to go for like 40 points and like 20 rebounds and lose by like 20 when he does all that work. So, and
Yeah, that's
Jamal
something.
Murray needs to be back in the league, man. He was just he was going crazy in the bubble, and then boom.
Who's going crazy in the bubble?
Jamal Murray and like
Oh,
Donovan Mitchell, they had that crazy first round matchup, and then
yeah.
look what happened.
Yeah, where nobody could play any defense. They just would like ran through everybody. They're just running through, freaking doing 360 layups and all kinds of cheese.
And Draymond Green was trying to cheese and get DeMar DeRozan to the Warriors, and then DeMar DeRozan said, "Nah, I'm good." And that same year, look what happened. We got another ring. So
All
he
he's,
didn't.
I mean, I get DeMar DeRozan's all he's saying is like, like cool, but I really don't want to go on your team. Make it easier for myself. I get it, right? Like, I totally get it. Um, in terms of that, but I'm not really that mad about it. I understand, why he said he didn't want to go on their team. He don't want to be no super team. He knows what happened to KD and all that stuff, and he ain't trying to do that. And, they would be the favorites, though. I mean, if they got DeMar DeRozan, I mean,
instantly the favorites to win.
yeah, it's interesting because I guess you would like trade Wiggins away, but if you really think about it, Wiggins is probably better for the team than DeRozan is because DeRozan is nowhere near the defender that Wiggins is.
And Wiggins
And
can actually shoot the ball.
yeah, Wiggins can shoot too. Like DeMar DeRozan is clearly the better shooter, but Wiggins is the better overall player because there's two sides to basketball: offense and defense. And Wiggins' offense may not be as high, as good as DeRozan, but it's nothing, nothing bad. And his defense is way above him. I mean, yes, Lucas scored like all those points, but he was so inefficient it didn't matter. Like there is something to being efficient scoring and stuff. But I did say I just got a PDF. If you go to the NBA website, you can get a PDF of every team's schedule that I have here now. I mean, I can just probably send you an email about it.
Yeah, you can put, or you can put it in the chat. You can either send email or just put it in the chat. Put in the private chat with the public, whichever one.
Yeah, all right. Let me put this.
So
Because it has all the 30 teams. Put in the private chat real quick.
Because I do want to see this.
Yeah, like I'm just looking at like Atlanta doesn't get a regular like a televised game. Like what is it? They only get they get 5. They get no, is it 5? Let me see. 1, 2, 3. No, they get 5 televised games out of the first 30 games. Only 5. So that is interesting. I always find that a little bit interesting. They're only going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I don't really count NBA TV as nationally televised because barely anybody gets NBA TV. It's more like ESPN, TNT, if you want to say.
I mean, they do count as nationally televised.
Yeah, they count, but like man,
it's not really. It's not really.
Yeah, I just the when you really think about it, not really that not. And plus, they get no ABC games either. No ABC games for these guys for Atlanta.
And Atlanta does have like 2 5-game road trips and 2 4-game road trips.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, they got one in this and
damn Boston.
Boston what?
Boston got one from December 4th to December 13th. They got 6-game road trip, and they got another one from like March 11th to March 21st. 8 days, 6 games. Oh, Jesus
Well,
Christ.
they play a back-to-back early in the season, November 11th against Denver and Detroit. I'm always looking to see like.
And this October the 21st and 2nd, Miami and Orlando.
Ooh, well, Orlando. Damn,
And
they
those
play
are two
Orlando.
road games.
Yeah, they play Orlando pretty early. They play Orlando like three times already. Like, damn.
Yeah, they played them 3 times in the first
First,
half of the season.
yeah, they do. That's three. I'm not saying those are easy wins, but might as well. Yeah, I mean, the schedule's itchy because they're trying to limit back to backs.
Yeah, that's what they said
They
like
do.
a couple years ago. They were limiting back to back so that way teams had chances to rest.
Yeah, and one of the ways they're limiting those back to backs is if you look at Orlando, the December 16th, 18th, they play Orlando twice. That means they don't have to leave the city. That's one way of lessening the travel, which I do like. I personally like that idea, and I hope they can put more of those into um, different things. But I would say if you look at this whole thing with what's it called? This was it November 9th to the 12th. They traveled to Detroit, to Denver, and then I'm sorry, they're at home against Detroit, home at Denver. Then they travel to Detroit. Okay, that's good. That's good. They play Miami twice in the back in a basically like a baseball series from at the end of November, start of December. They have a bunch of televised games. Uh, they have like what? They have like three. So yeah, they have like goal. Yeah, okay. They played Golden State that early. Okay,
But
they play.
Orlando doesn't even have. It only has like four. They only have like one nationally televised game if you don't count NBA TV.
Well, that's why
One
they get.
one televised game.
Oh, at TN. Yeah. It's funny how it's against Oklahoma City.
They
They got
have
one televised game, dude.
and
Well,
and
they
the
gotta be
other
better.
one is against New York.
Yeah.
Two of them are against New York. That's tough.
Oh, yeah. That's probably how they got them. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I mean that's how it is. That's how it is. I mean, Oklahoma City too. They only get like
Bro, Sacramento has more. That's crazy.
Sacramento's a better team though. But if you really, but like, I'm just thinking like, you're not good when like most like majority of them are on like NBA TV.
Oh yeah, I was like, damn.
Like they get one ESPN game against Houston, which nobody's gonna watch, and then the rest of them are like NBA TV, which nobody watches either. Like
Like
it is pretty rough, man.
the Lakers got like a ton of televised
Yeah,
games.
yeah. They should. They probably get the maximum amount of games you can get. I know they have a cap on how many televised games you get. They just do. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, but like, hopefully they. I just don't really like it when they put like you get Phoenix Lakers for the second last game of the season on like NBA TV. I mean, I just think they should get not that many NBA TV games. Like, damn, man. Like you tell me on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. You can't put that Philadelphia game on like ABC. Like you can't put that on the ABC on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Like that should be moved, man. You gotta move that if you can. I don't know. The rules with ABC are weird, but I just think that game should not be like. What else is here? Like you've got Phoenix again on NBA TV. Like what is this, man? Well, it's Monday. I don't know. I just don't. NBA TV is like it's cool and
Yeah,
all, but
they got
like
Phoenix on on ESPN and NBA TV as nationally televised game.
yeah. Well, let's see. I mean, so y'all guys gonna be 0-2 at the start, like for sure, for sure.
Hell no.
And then
You taking one at least.
y'all getting your doors blown off for sure. Ain't no cap for that. But you got Portland. Like I can see y'all being like, you probably gonna lose to Denver. So, y'all gonna be like 1-4.
1-4.
You know,
We gonna be like 2-3, bro. What the
hey,
fuck?
people don't really, just what? Look at you. Quickly. I'm
No,
gonna
we
look at
gonna
you.
no, we gonna be like what? We gonna be 3-2 actually. Fuck that.
I think Utah is gonna be pretty bad this year. Let me see the schedule.
Yeah,
Shit.
speaking of Utah, what the hell?
We got like 4 games too. Like how quickly things change. Damn, they're gonna be bad this year. They're gonna lose to Denver. They're gonna lose to Minnesota. They're gonna lose to New Orleans. They're gonna probably beat Houston twice. Lose to Denver.
They're gonna get the ass whooped at Memphis twice.
I think they could. Yeah, I mean, most likely lose both. I think these guys. I think when you look at the schedule, I mean, I see what 20, 25 games won, and then like mid-season they trade Donovan Mitchell, and then they're fully tanking for sure. Like I know that.
So I know they're gonna get the ass busted by the Lakers and Clippers.
Yeah, it's looking like by like the 20th game, like these guys may win like maybe they beat Portland, maybe they beat New York, maybe they beat Washington, like maybe they win, maybe they're like 6-13 or something, 6-14. I'm sorry,
and they might win that one game they're supposed to lose.
Yeah, like they could be like 3-17 to like 8-12 or something. Like that's where they're gonna be because of the people they've lost. In my opinion, like they just don't look so good right now. They barely have any. They have literally after like by the 35th game, they literally have no more televised games after that. They you can only watch them on League Pass.
Oh my god, damn!
Yeah, like you can only watch them on League Pass after like December 22nd. Like you have to have League Pass if you want to see any of their games, unless they're like abnormally good or something. Then they change it. But outside of that, these niggas gonna be living on League Pass for months. Damn, people won't forget who Donovan Mitchell even is. That's funny. How quickly things change.
Oh my god, yo.
But yeah, and then oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm looking at Spurs. The Spurs are going to be playing actually in the Alamo Dome on San Antonio January 13th. So that's going to be interesting. That's probably why that game's going to be on ESPN because they're going to be playing Golden State that day. The Alamo Dome, that's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. And then they play at the Moody Center in Austin on the 6th and the 8th. So cool.
And after January 13th, there ain't no more televised games for them.
Yeah, they're gonna be living on League Pass. Damn.
You're gonna be smoking that League Pack.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy to see some of the teams that dominated early in the 90s and 2000s. Now they don't got nothing.
Yeah, like
nothing.
I'm looking at Sacramento. Sacramento, man, they don't get a televised game until December 28th. They go 32 games without one. That's a lot of games.
Oh my god!
People don't even know who you are, man. Like they don't even show you. So they got like a 6-game road trip and a 6-game homestand in December.
Bro, what's even worse is that from the 35th game to 82nd game for the Jazz, they have no more televised games.
Yeah, like they have no games. Like them dudes are gonna be League Pass demons over there.
They're gonna be League Pass demons for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Like
they're gonna go on a 46-game League Pass streak.
Yeah, like it's interesting how they did them dirty. Like things just change like that. Like what about like Brooklyn, bro? Like what happens if Brooklyn if like KD and them dudes get traded? Like the amount of like national games they're gonna lose after the trade deadline in like February is gonna be insane. Because a lot of their televised games are gonna be begin late January throughout February. Like that's the most. Their last televised game is March before they go all on League Pass unless they want to flex games out. But
it's like March and November 23rd.
Yeah, like
they're all the way to December 18th.
Yeah, it's true. I'm looking at Charlotte really quickly. I think Charlotte's going to be a good team this year. I'm looking at their early schedule. I think they're going to be probably a 500 or bottom team. Most likely they get one. They get well. It's funny how like all their games are on NBA TV or on ESPN. One on TNT because every team gets one TNT game. At bare minimum. Even with LaMelo Ball, they get like barely any televised games, and I'm just saying nobody watches NBA TV. I'm just saying that nobody
No,
does.
no,
Nobody does at all. But anything interesting with how their schedule's gonna work? They also they got a oh no, that's still a 6 game road trip. Damn, they play 6 games on the road. Oof,
yeah, they're gonna be Denver, the SAC, both LA teams, Portland and Golden State.
damn, they may lose all those
They
games.
may, they may lose everything except Sacramento.
Yeah, they may go 1-5 on that road trip.
That's gonna
They
hurt.
may go 1
That's
5
gonna
on
hurt.
that road trip, man. Like the first, like if you look at like the first 5 games, like they got San Antonio, New Orleans, Atlanta, New York, Orlando. Like they could win like 3 of those games, and then I mean,
They have
like
Houston, Atlanta, Utah, and Phoenix. So they're gonna lose to Phoenix,
yeah,
and
like
they might. And I know they gotta win Houston and maybe Atlanta.
is this in January?
Then yeah, January 18th
Oh
to the
yeah,
24th.
because
So
I'm just flipping through basically the first this rest of this year schedule from the 10th to the 12th. And I mean, their schedule is, decent. They get some kind of weak teams like Washington, New York, Detroit. They get some of those games, but damn, when you look at their schedule from just a skimming view, man, they're gonna have a tough first 2-3 months. Like they really are. They've got Miami twice. They've got Golden State. They've got Chicago, Memphis, Philadelphia, the
Brooklyn,
Clippers, Brooklyn. They got Atlanta like multiple times at the beginning of the year,
they
twice.
got they got both LA teams twice.
Yeah, they're probably going to be a play-in team from what I'm looking through here. They're probably going to be a play-in team. Like it's going to be insane. Let's see here. I'm looking through. Okay, Chicago's got games. What about who else is really bad this year that could get known? Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. Detroit. So
Orlando.
Detroit. Oh, Orlando's bad, but Detroit gets 2. They go on a 23-game league pass demon streak, and then they get on TV
They're
against
gonna be
Dallas,
smoking 23 packs before they can take a break. And then
and
they're
then
gonna go.
they do
Then they're gonna
then
go
they
from
do
game 49 all the way to game 74.
It's
So
weird. Like they just get this random like semi like they're like, man, we need Milwaukee to get like some kind of game. So we'll just shove. Okay, they're playing. We'll shove like Detroit to get like destroyed on March 27th against Milwaukee because they gotta get Milwaukee some like blow ass game somewhere. So, but yeah, they go on like 2 20-game demon streaks, like a bunch of times, like 2 or 3 times. Damn, that's a lot, man. That's a lot.
that is what
They
that's
go
wild.
on 3 20-game league pass streaks. Whew. And you wonder why nobody's gonna know who Kate Cunningham is. I'm just saying. Like
Because he's on a team that can't even get on national television consistently.
yeah, the way that schedule's looking, man, they're probably gonna lose another.
And look at Golden State. Their shit is just filled
Yeah,
with
they are
televised.
packed. They are packed. They've got four. They got a hard beginning though. Miami, Phoenix, Denver, LA. That ain't easy.
As they should. They have like a seven. They have like a get from game 6 to game 14. They have no league, no national games,
Yeah, because
and that's their longest they're going to go. After
yeah,
that, they're going to be on everywhere.
yeah, man. Like it's hard, because you gotta be fair to everybody, and so that's the limit they gotta give them. And man, they got. I mean, between that, none of these games should be on TV anyways. Like playing against Cleveland, New Orleans should be on there, which they will play New Orleans on NBA TV. But I'm talking about like on actual TV. But
Yeah, Sacramento shouldn't be on there. San Antonio shouldn't be on there.
whew, I mean, so New York is going to be there. When you look at some of these, like, I'm always interested in what games they choose to put on national television because all these games have to somewhat mess with each other in a way. But man, they got a bunch, dude. They got like 5 games in the. They got like 5 games in a row. No, 6 games in a row in March, which I don't blame them because you've got Memphis, Milwaukee, Phoenix, LA, Atlanta, Memphis. Ooh, man, they're
They
sticking
got
schedule.
what you call it? They got a 6 game, a 5 game, a 5 game, and a 5. They got 3 5 games and a 6 game road trip, and
Yeah,
one
their
6 game
second
road
half
trip.
schedule is looking real tough, though. Damn.
Yeah, the
Oh,
champs are getting put to work.
Yep. Damn.
Damn, they
Houston's
got how
got
many home? They got how many home games? Oh my
who
god!
does?
The Warriors, they got like a 6 game. They got a 7 game homestand. Oh my god!
Oh, which month?
From the 25th of December to
Oh,
the 10th of January.
ooh, they got Memphis. They got Charlotte dub, Utah dub, Portland dub, Detroit dub, Orlando dub. Okay, they may go 5-2, 6-1, maybe. Yeah, that's
God
good.
damn!
I think I've seen them get like 8 games in a row. Actually, yeah, I've seen them get like 8 games or something in a row. Before.
They're gonna be chilling in the Bay.
Yeah, they've got what? Yeah, they've been giving teams a lot more of those. Houston, yeah, they're gonna be league pass demons. I mean, after like the 44th game,
Oh my
these are
god!
living on league pass, man.
He gonna be on that
Damn,
league.
damn near half the season on league pass. Whoa. I mean, we get them on TV because we live here, but shit,
Oh my
ain't
god!
nobody gonna know who Jalen Green is. Damn. Fuck, man. It's crazy when you see all that, like, just all that, nothing
You see
on
all
the
that
national
Blake.
television.
You see Blake straight
Bro,
up.
they don't even get a TNT game. They just on NBA TV. They on that third world country national television. NBA TV is like the lowest level of national television, and that's all their games except one
He only got
against Sacramento.
against Sacramento.
Hey, why is they can put the Oklahoma City game on? Oh, that's on Saturday. Damn, they ain't got no Tuesday. I think TNT is Tuesday and Thursday. So none of that Thursday games are any good. None of. Oh man, that sucks. And
Bro,
these
let me
niggas
see.
suck. Damn. None of that. They got San Antonio's their first Thursday game.
Damn,
They ain't got
bro,
nothing.
look at bro. Oh, the Thunder are gonna be deep.
Yo, yeah, I know. Those dudes gonna be demons. They just gonna be living on that shit. Oh shit. Yo, look at Indiana's got one. Indiana's got one of them games, bro. Between like Indiana, you ain't gonna even know who they are, man. They got from 23 to 82. They got one in one game. One national game is on NBA TV. Damn.
Also, it's gonna be from the 21st game to the 82nd, bro. They're gonna have the
these niggas suck. Jesus.
Damn, they just do. Man. They do.
Man. Shit, you got Lakers got a bunch of games. Lakers schedule looks good though. I like their schedule. As long as Westbrook works better, man. That's probably what they really need more than anything. Damn, who else is really bad in the NBA? I like seeing bad teams because they're never on TV.
I love seeing bad teams in their
schedules. Damn, man. Oklahoma City gonna be on. Oklahoma City gonna be on there for 62 games in a row. Damn. Oh man!
I was telling you, they're gonna be from the 20. They're gonna be from from November 28th to April 9th.
Oh, yeah, like they're not they're off TV. Like you don't even know Chet Holmgren.
You're not even gonna know who Josh Giddey, Chet Holmgren. You're not gonna see none of them on TV.
Yeah, even Portland got a bunch of games on national television.
Yeah, because they're not totally sorry. Like they're not. Sorry.
Yeah, like damn near almost all of them are on NBA TV though. Shit, there are only 3 games on the first on the good channels.
Bro, look, even Toronto got spaced out, bro, and they haven't made no noise in like 3 years.
Yeah, they've got some games too. Yeah, they got some.
Look,
Probably because they're no,
Even Washington got some games,
yeah, I
spaced
know.
out.
Shit.
But
Damn, we
they
see
said Oklahoma City don't deserve no league pass game.
who?
They said Oklahoma City don't deserve no nationally televised games.
Oh, who's? Oh, somebody in the chat.
No, I'm just talking about like you see how long they're gonna go without no.
Yeah, they don't
National,
deserve one. They suck. They suck.
they said
They
y'all
do you.
so
They're
trash.
trash.
Y'all don't deserve to be on TV.
Damn, they got it is 60 games. Woo.
Bro,
62
61.
games. Oh, 60.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, it's
62.
like
62 because they're it's the 20th game with is their last televised game.
oh. I was counting from like the first game that they have no televised to the last
Oh,
one.
okay, then yeah, it is 61. But that is a long time, man. Whew. Hey, man, y'all gotta get better. Man,
I mean, it don't matter anyway. They're gonna go on a 60 game no TV streak.
Yeah,
It don't matter.
yeah. It's
God,
man, it's gonna be interesting to fill this out.
bro. Not we have if they have to keep doing it so we can just laugh.
Huh?
They have to keep releasing the schedule so we can just laugh.
I mean, they always release the schedule. This is the first year I think we've ever tried to look for it.
Yeah.
But like
This
those are just horrible teams. So they get the short side of they get the short everything. Like these dudes suck. Man, them niggas suck, man. Damn.
We are even Cleveland got more games than any of them. Any of them. Damn. Even Cleveland got more televised games.
Yeah, Cleveland's good though, so that makes sense. They a good team now, so it makes sense they got some games. They're good.
Bro, OKC boo boo, man.
Yeah, OKC has been boo boo since your boy left. Since Westbrook left, kept them relevant. Them dudes suck. Oh man. Oh, I love the schedule.
They got two high ranking players on the team. They still ain't getting enough.
Who's that?
Chet Holmgren and like Josh Giddey and Shea
Gilgeous. Anybody don't watch them dudes yet? Only Zion.
They got like top prospects on their team. They still ain't get. They still barely got any.
The only people who've been able to get on TV like that as a rookie, last one was Zion. Zion was the only one.
Right, even New Orleans got more. I mean, they're not a bad team, but Jesus.
No,
Christ.
I mean they're good, but like most
they're
rookies,
not bad. But it's like you put this team up against like the other ones. Like, how do they have more than the other teams that don't have more? That don't have a lot.
Yeah, it's like some of these teams are actually good, right? And like New Orleans had like a really nice series, like cool series against Phoenix. One of the best series of last year was against Phoenix, and so they've got a lot of hype. Zion's coming back; he should be healthy, so that's why they're getting the games they're getting.
That was just hilarious, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Literally, like Jesus, 60 games on League Pass, like shit. I that I know that NBA 2K23 Championship Edition. Like, if I have money, man, I'll get that so I can get League Pass for free this year. That'll save me a lot of money. So I can watch all the teams, all the games, whoever at any time. Because I'm for damn sure ain't watching Houston outside the first 10 games.
Yeah.
Once they get 2-8, man, I'm out.
For damn sure, I ain't watching OKC for like the next like 60 something games.
No, I'm not. I probably I'm gonna have to watch them because they're gonna play like Golden State, the Lakers, Clippers. Like I'll watch those teams. There's a couple teams I'll watch almost all their games just because they're the best teams, they're the favorites. You want to keep up on them. But like, yeah, for the most part, I'm not watching Oklahoma City. Like, I may watch a couple of their first games just for Chet Holmgren, see how he's going. But like, gotta be on TV. That's how you get exposure. That's how you become a superstar. And until you do that, man, I'm not wasting my time.
They're gonna be smoking that league pack.
Yeah, they could be smoking that hard.
60,
What is this
60
British shit? Oh, the
60.
chicken Big Mac. So they're gonna be releasing the chicken Big Mac in
What
United
is it?
States.
What is the chicken? What is this chicken Big Mac?
It was only in the UK. It sold out in 10 days out there.
Treating like the Popeyes chicken sandwich, which is already on the menu. It's already
Yeah,
there.
people. Yeah, that was. I would never understand like the actual like killings that happened for that sandwich. I'll never understand it. Something that was already there. People literally killed each other for. It's like it's crazy, man.
It really is like it's like the thing was already there. Like I didn't know until people started saying it was already there. So that's why I'm saying it now. So it was already there. They they just treat it like it's a new Jordan, like it's like the new Jordan release.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
people killing each other over a shoe. I'm like, bro, you know you can find that shoe. Like I mean, you're gonna pay over retail. Like yeah, that's what happens when you don't buy it on release. But you're still gonna be able to get that shoe. That's why you
Yeah.
don't see me be tripping on these shoes because somebody else is going to put up another listing of them, and then that way I will capitalize and buy that.
Hmm.
Like, like, but like didn't make sense. But hey, that's life. People will kill for anything, and people will literally die for anything, and they will literally actually die for a sandwich. It was
Yeah,
that deep.
people are willing to get killed, really kill for that thing.
Bro, even Indiana got like 4 national games, man. The same as
Yeah.
Houston.
Yep. Yeah, they're not good at all. They're going to be a bad team this year. I mean, they've got Halliburton. They do have Buddy Hill. They still have Miles Turner. It could be a playing team. I mean, a 10th seed, but yeah, they're nothing crazy. Nothing
Yeah,
crazy.
man. I mean, guess that's about it. If there's nothing
Yeah,
else, that was a good laugh. Laughing at the Oklahoma City Nationals.
yeah, man. Those guys, they're gonna be living. They're gonna be living in places you don't even know where they're living. That's how far around they're gonna be in a couple months.
When you hear their name come, you're like, how do y'all know about them? They're not even on national TV. They
Yeah,
haven't been
like
on national. They haven't been on national TV since like the 20th game.
yeah, shit. Look at that. You know, bad teams get no exposure. You can't give them bad teams exposure. They're bad, so they
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be. They're gonna
They
be
don't.
relegated to their markets. And people wonder why
Yeah,
there's
they
an
don't.
issue with like
They don't
stuff.
deserve a. If you trash, you don't get rewarded for being trash. You get rewarded for being a winner.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. All right, I
So,
guess that's it, huh?
so yeah. With that being said, this has been another episode of the APF podcast, episode 156. It is the most phenomenal man that shocked the system, aka the coach, signing out.
And it's your boy going forward. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Click that uh link, click that arrow down below, see all the links, everything. And we're gonna see you again with a fresh new episode next week.
Yeah, yes, we will. We will make that happen. And if we have nothing else to say, go ahead and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you new, you know what to do. And we out of here. Ah!
Later.